Welcome to day 7. Today we're going to slow things right down and go through a nice, restful, forward foldy yin. So to start, bring your feet just hip width apart, come to standing, and just keep a softness in your hands. Take a big shoulder roll, so inhale and roll your shoulders up towards your ears, and as you exhale, draw them down the back of your body. Open up your chest and lengthen your spine. 2 more like this. Deep inhale, roll your shoulders up towards your ears, and as you exhale, draw them down your back. Long spine, proud open chest. 1 more time. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. And exhale, draw them down your back. Take a deep, long inhale through your nose and feel your breath rise through your feet, up through your legs, through your torso, and out through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, imagine sending that breath all the way back down the way it came. Past your neck, past your torso, and down through your legs into the earth. We're going to start with a forward fold. So start to gently curve your neck towards your chest, your chin to your chest, and then leading with your head, allowing your hands to be heavy, curve down your spine. You can keep a soft bend in your knees and allow your fingertips to gently graze the mat. Lengthen down the back of your neck and just notice how this feels in your body. Allow your arms to be heavy. Allow your shoulders to release. And maybe if it feels nice, take your opposite elbows with your hands and take some gentle sways from side to side. Any movement that you take should be soft, slow, considered. Nothing too strenuous. Lengthen the back of your neck. Maybe bring your eyes to close. And you can either sway from side to side or you can just be still. We're going to be here for 2 full minutes. Feel the lengthening in the backs of your legs, the lengthening in your spine, the release in your shoulders. Allow your hands to be heavy, planting through your feet. Try to breathe through any sensations that you might be feeling. And notice how this feels in your body. Try to release any tension that you might be holding on to in your forehead, in your jaw.
When you're ready, gently start to roll back up through your spine, allowing your hands to remain the last thing to rise. Keeping your arms heavy, your shoulders soft.
And then rolling all the way back up to standing. Take one more big shoulder roll. So inhale, roll your shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, draw them down your back. Open your chest. Keep your spine long. And then I'd like you to bring your feet just hip width apart. Toes out, heels in. We're going to go down into malasana, so yogi squat. If you need to keep your heels raised, then absolutely do. Or if you want to prop them under a rolled up blanket or a block or a cushion, then go for it. And then sink low into your hips, coming into this deep yogi squat. Maybe take your hands in prayer at your heart center and use your elbows to guide your knees out wide. So you don't want your knees to be knocking in here. Again, we're going to be here for 2 full minutes, releasing into the hips. If it feels nice to take some gentle rocks from side to side, then absolutely do. Or just come to stillness. Keeping your breathing soft and steady, imagine lengthening your spine, reaching out through the crown of your head and sending your hips low towards the mat. If you find your mind starting to wander throughout this practice, just bring your attention back to the inhale and the exhale and try to slow it down just a little bit. So maybe inhale for a slow count of 4 and exhale for a slow count of 4. When we slow our breathing, and we bring our bodies to stillness, it becomes a lot easier to still and calm our minds. You've got 1 more minute here. If at any point you need to come out of any of these postures, if it doesn't feel right in your body, then absolutely do. Child's pose is always a lovely option. Just a few more breaths. And when you're ready, gently coming out. So perhaps rise up through your hips, bring your hands to the mat, and then just tiptoe your heels in. We're going to come to seated. So bring your hips down to the mat. And then this is where, if you've got a cushion or a bolster or a stack of cushions, it's great to have it to hand. Lengthen your left leg out long and bring your right leg curled in so that your foot is in towards your hips. And then take whatever prop you might have and place it on the inside of your left leg. So lengthening along the leg, keeping your foot soft, making sure there's no engagement or tightness in any of your muscles. And then inhale, sit tall. And as you exhale, twist over towards the left and start to walk your feet down as you fold over your cushions, fold over your bolsters. You can stack things up as high as you want to here so that you really release into it. Allow your forehead to rest on whatever it is that you've got. We're going to be here for 3 minutes. So settle in.
Again, come back to the pace of your breath. Taking a count of 4 on the inhale and a count of 4 on the exhale. allowing your shoulders to release and soften over your bolster or your cushions or whatever props you've got. Feeling that lengthening through the back of the left leg. Maybe a lengthening in the back of your spine. Maybe a release in your neck. Just take a moment to notice where and how you feel this in your body. One more minute here. See if you can walk your hands just a little bit further forward, folding over just a little bit deeper. When you're ready, gently start to raise your torso up. Walk your hands back in towards your hips and take it super slow as you come up to a long spine. Just remove your prop, your cushion, your bolster just for a moment. We're going to move into Gomukhasana or cow face pose from here. So keep your right leg where it is and then sweep your left leg up and over so that you're crossing your legs. The aim is to get your knees stacked above one another. So shuffle your hips to where they need to be. And if you want to sit up on a brick or if you've got another cushion that you want to use, then just place it underneath your hips so that your hips are level. Knees should be stacked one on top of the other, and then feet can be just resting on the mat either side of your body. You can bring them out towards a 45-degree angle, or you can keep them tucked in towards your hips, whatever feels right for you. And you might be feeling an intense sensation in the outside of your hips here. If you're already feeling it, this is where you stay. If you want a little bit more, you can start to gently fold your torso over. Coming into another folded position, we're going to be here for 2 minutes. And if you want to use a brick or your cushions in front of you to rest your forehead on, then absolutely do. Breathing stays soft and steady, releasing into the outside of your hips. Take it to whatever your edge is. So if your edge is staying seated, staying tall, then this is where you stay. If you want a little bit more, then you begin to fold your chest. One more minute here. If you folded forward,
Gently start to rise your torso back up. Place your weight in your hands behind your hips and then gently uncross your legs. Place both feet down on the mat for a moment and just knock your knees from side to side to release the tension in the hips. Then we're going to take both those positions on the other side. So curl your left foot in towards your hips this time and lengthen your right leg out long. Bring your cushion, your props, your bolsters in front of your right leg and then arrange them so that it's in a long position. Lengthen your spine on your inhale, and as you exhale, twist over towards the right and start to gently fold your torso over those props. Again, stacking them as high as they need to be so that you can really rest your forehead on whatever it is that you've got. Walk your hands forward. Allow your head to be heavy, allow your shoulders to be heavy, and know that you'll be here for the next 3 minutes. Breathing is soft and steady, and notice whether this posture feels any different on this side to what it felt on the other. Perhaps you can start to walk your hands slightly further away from your hips, come slightly deeper into the fold. Breathe into the back of your body. Feel your chest and lungs expand and rise. And then as you exhale, feel them soften and release. Surrendering into this deep forward fold, this deep stretch. We've got another 30 seconds here. So take a few last deep, long inhales and a few last deep, long exhales. Allow your body to be heavy. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back in towards your hips. Raise your body back up. Take it slow and then remove any props that you've got inside your leg. And then just gently sweep your right leg up and over your left this time. Gomukhasana on the other side. So again, if you need to prop anything under your hips to keep them level, then do. Knees should be stacked one on top of the other if possible. And then feet can be either working towards a 45-degree angle or they can be tucked in towards your hips. Lengthen through your spine and take a moment to check in whether this side feels any different or the same as the other. And then decide where you want to go. So you can either stay here in your tall seated position or you can start to forward fold.
Do whatever feels right for you, and if you need to prop something under your forehead for support, then do. The idea of yin is that we take it to our edge, but we never feel pain. So if you ever start to feel pain, then just simply back off. Breathing soft and steady. Paying full attention to how and where you feel this in your body. On your next inhale, gently start to rise your torso back up if you forward folded. Bring your hands behind your hips, uncross your legs. Place both soles of the feet to the mat and then knock your legs gently from side to side. We're going to take one last forward fold. So this time bring both legs out wide, and they can be any degree. So you can have them quite close in towards one another. You can have them as wide as feels comfortable for you. And then arrange your cushions, your prop, in the center. Place your hips on any bricks or any height that you might need. Lengthen your spine on the inhale, and as you exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Fold over that bolster, fold over your cushions, and rest your forehead down on whatever it is you've got in front of you, lengthening the back of your neck, lengthening your spine. Again, you can prop this up as high as you need it to be. Feeling the release, the stretch on the inside of your legs, allowing your feet and hands to be soft. Maybe bringing your eyes to close. Maybe you can start to walk your hands forward a tiny bit more. Come slightly deeper. Maybe you can bring your legs a little bit wider. One more minute here. When you're ready, gently start to rise your torso back up.
Walk your hands in towards your hips and lengthen your spine. Remove your bolster, just place it to the side. And then again, place your hands behind your hips. And this time just swing your leg around so that you're coming into towards your lying down position. So place both of your soles of the feet on the mat. And then roll down your spine. Come down to lying down on your back. Knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. And just allow your knees to knock in towards one another and support each other there. Bring your hands to your lower belly and take a few deep, purposeful breaths here. So inhale and fill your chest, and then send your breath past your chest into your lower belly so your hands rise. And as you exhale, allow your body to soften, release your breath, and sink deeper into the mat. 2 more like this. Deep inhale, fill your chest and then fill your belly. Feel your hands rise, your body expand, and then exhale, soften and release. 1 more. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. We're going to close with a twist. So keep your left foot planted on the mat. Lift your right leg up and cross it over. Supine spine twist. So allow your knees to fall over towards the left. If you can, keep your shoulders on the mat, and you can prop anything under your knees that you want for support here. Twisting through your spine, maybe adjusting the position of your hips if you need to. And then maybe opening your arms out wide into a wing position. Taking your gaze over your right hand. Maybe bringing your eyes to close. On your next inhale, gently bring your knees back up towards the center. Uncross your legs, place both feet down to the mat. And then we'll go straight into the other side. So keep your arms out wide if they're there. Lift your left leg up and cross it over your right. Adjust your hips if you need to, and then allow your knees to fall over towards the right. Placing them on any props that you need for support, and maybe keeping your shoulders down into the mat. Take your gaze over the left hand this time.
I'm just going to stop it. Okay.
When you're ready, bring your knees back up to center. Uncross your legs. Place both soles of the feet to the mat. And then bring your hands to your body, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Lengthening out your legs and coming into your Shavasana. Arms down by your side. Eyes gently to close. Nothing more to do. Take a deep inhale through your nose and feel it flow down the back of your throat and into your body. Feel your chest rise, your lungs expand. And as you exhale, feel everything release and soften, sinking deep into your mat. Allowing your legs to fall however which way they want to fall. Keeping your arms down by your sides. And taking these last few moments to fully absorb your practice. Absorb the goodness of everything that you've just achieved. When we slow down our breathing and we bring our bodies to stillness, we send a message to our minds that it's okay to be calm, that it's okay to be still. So can you take an element of this stillness into the rest of your day? You're more than welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need to. But if you'd like to carry on with your day, then start to bring some gentle movement into your fingertips, into your toes. And then take any last stretches or movements you want to take before rolling over onto one side and bringing yourself up to your seated position. Eyes can remain closed or gaze is soft. Bring your hands somewhere lightly in your lap. Inhale, feel your breath rise up through the back of your spine and out through the crown of your head. Exhale, send it all the way back down. Bringing your hands to prayer at heart center, taking a moment to thank yourself for taking this time out of your Sunday to slow down. Bowing forward to close your practice. Jai.